Alright, me babbers, Bristolian Dave back here once again, and it's time for another media collection update. This time I've been to Bristol City Centre, went to HMV and CEX, and I was noticed by someone as well. And I don't mean just for being a fat fuck. Someone noticed I was Bristolian Dave, so I'm famous now. So guys, if you can't already tell, and I won't know what I'm sounding like until I get to editing this video, but I've had a chest infection for the past couple of weeks, and I'm getting sort of over it, so I can talk now, which is great. It means I can record this video, and I was actually able to go out of the house properly, but like my hearing is like so muffled, it's unbelievable. It's terrible. So the first thing I'll address is, so I was down in the city centre in HMV, and a guy there, well, full story, I was stood in the middle of an aisle, and these shorts I got on, they got a zip pocket, right? And it got caught, and I needed to get my phone out to check if I had a movie or not. So I'm there, sort of tugging away, looking like I'm actually fucking having it off in the aisle. Not good. No, I realised what I looked like after it. So I went up to this guy and asked for a pair of scissors. And just as I do that, it unzips. I'm like, cool, and no worries. And then he's like, Bristolian Dave? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I didn't, I'm very sorry, mate. I did not get your name. It was very nice to meet you. Anyone who sees me out and about, I'm more than happy to chat. I cut it short today because I couldn't hear half the fucking shit you were saying. My ears so muffled, mate. So muffled. So I do apologise if I did cut that a bit short. But yeah, anytime, guys, just hit me up if you see me out and about, and I'm happy to have a chat. So without further ado, let's get into this. So I got two lots of stuff here. First is from CEX, and then stuff I picked up from HMV. Lucky for you guys, it's all Blu-rays this time. So not quite the same as my usual charity shop stuff where I get a lot of DVDs. This time I actually went out and bought specifically Blu-rays, which is great. And I'll explain why I didn't get them in 4K as well. So let's go in the bag. Alright, so I will take you through the CEX stuff first of all. The very first thing I picked up in CEX on Blu-ray is a Dolph Lundgren film, and it's also got Scott Adkins in as well. For £2, it's called Castle Fools. Yeah, I know nothing about it. It's put out by Dazzler Media. Yeah, their releases are kind of sometimes good, sometimes, you know. But I suppose that's like any label, really. But yeah, I look forward to watching this. It's only like an hour and a half film, but I love both those guys in it, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like. And for £2, you're not really going wrong. Another £2 one I picked up. Now, I've seen the version with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, but I've never actually seen this version. Like, I think this is the original version with Judy Garland. A Star is Born. Yes, A Star is Born. Yeah, so I presume a similar kind of story, unless the Gaga Bradley Cooper one changed it a bit. But I look forward to this because I do love Judy Garland, and yeah, I enjoyed the Star is Born story. So. And then this was £1. Comes in a nice red case, which doesn't matter to me because it will go in a sleeve at some point. For £1 is Dirty Grandpa. I thought I owned this. Apparently I don't. I love Robert De Niro as an actor. It's fantastic. And Zac Efron. I think Zac Efron is really underrated. So for £1, I was going to check this out. Why not? And I got two other titles. These ones are newer titles. Now, I was tempted to pick these up on 4K. I was going to have a look in HMV and get them in 4K. But then I saw the price difference. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to like these. So one was £6, one was £5, rather than, I think they're both in the 2 for £30 offer. So instead of £30, I got both for 11. I mean, £19 difference. Not being funny, these eyes here, they ain't going to tell the difference that much between 4K and Blu-ray. Like, especially not when it's upscaled and everything. So it was a choice. I saved 19 quid, but it did let me get some other stuff. So the first one here is The Nun 2. Now, I enjoy all of the Conjuring movies. They scare the shit out of me. I absolutely love horror, but I'm also terrible in terms of I get shit up so easy. But this was a fiver. I liked the first Nun, so I thought, well, let's give it a watch and see. But for a fiver, like I said, I'd rather pay a fiver on Blu-ray than risk getting it on 4K for like 15, 20 quid and then not liking it, you know. 4K for me is like one of those things that I can upgrade to later if I find a good offer on something, especially when you're buying stuff this cheap. And the other one, another one that I'm like, I love the original movie. So let's see. The Exorcist Believer. Yeah, the trailer looked really cool. I've heard very mixed things. Some people loved it. Some people absolutely hated it. So, yeah, I don't know which way this will go. Knowing me, I like it because I'm very easily pleased. So, for 6 quid, Exorcist Believer, I'll give it a shot. And like I said, if I like it, you know, at a later date, I can always upgrade it. It's not a problem. So that was CEX. Now, all these next ones were from HMV. So HMV had a few offers on. Yeah, so I did see someone posted in one of the Facebook groups I'm in about some of these deals. So it's like $6.99. Most of these are $7.99. And it's all movies I've been wanting to watch that I never got around to seeing in the cinema. My camera is shaking like shit. There we go. And I thought I'd give them a go. So this one was the first one that interested me. And that was John Wick 4. I have the other 3 on Blu-ray. Again, it was one I was going to get on 4K, but got the other 3 on Blu-ray. And for 7 quid, why not? Why not? I think 4K is becoming one of those things where when it's a steelbook, that's when I'll get it in 4K. I don't know. We'll see. But I love the other John Wick movies. And number 4, I think, would just be more of the same for me, really. And then I got this. Now, again, this was a mixed movie for some people. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Yeah, Rise of the Beasts. Now, I loved the Beast Wars series and that when I was a kid. Fantastic. I grew up on that shit. So, I'm excited to see them in movie form. But yeah, again, it's not one I want to spend too much money on. So 7 quid, give it a shot. And then, of course, we went with some more horror. I am definitely buying a lot more horror. I think the problem is because the collection's so big now, it's like 8,000 titles. There's not a lot of stuff like I don't have. So to get, I have to get more obscure stuff. But well, this stuff isn't obscure. It's just horror. And I feel like I'm going to be edging towards picking up more and more horror as I go. But this one was $7.99. This is one I wanted to see for a while as well. Pray for the Devil. Pray being P-R-E-Y. Not pray as in like hallelujah. Pray as in I'm going to eat you. Yeah. Yeah, Pray for the Devil. Again, it's a horror movie I've been wanting to watch. And that leads me to my next one. Never a horror movie, but this, I loved the first one, X, and I've been waiting for Pearl for a good offer, and it came in at $6.99, so I was like, yes, let's get Pearl. I'm sure it'll be just as good, and I believe there's a third one coming to this as well, isn't there? But it's very interesting how they did these. Like, the X movie felt like a bit of a throwback to how it was filmed. Like, it felt like an older movie than it was. And I really like that. And then this is the story of the old lady that was an X. So, yeah, it's interesting how they've done that, how they've gone and swapped it. There's a lot of franchises here, man. Insidious, The Red Door. Red Door? Yeah, The Red Door. Again, the Insidious movies, I like it. It's got some of the best jump scares, in my opinion. But yeah, again, this guy, what is his name? I always forget his name. I can't remember anything. Patrick Wilson, that's him, I think. Yes. He's in so many, 2 horror franchises, isn't he? He's Insidious and The Conjuring stuff. So clearly he likes horror. But yeah, again, £7. Give it a shot. And the final title I picked up, this was again £6.99, £7. I've been wanting to watch this one for a while. And again, I was waiting for it to come down. I was tempted to wait for the 4K, but again, for £7. Megan. Yeah, it just looks creepy as hell. The doll thing and, yeah, the doll, basically. That's it. The doll's just like, no. There's 2 things that really freak me out in horror movies. The first is children, evil children. I would be terrible. It'd just be a swift, like, boot to the head, like, nah, I ain't dealing with that shit, and run away. Yeah, everyone's dolls, or doll-type things, because they're supposed to be cute, innocent toys, and it's like, So I don't know. It could be good. It might not be. We don't know. But yeah, guys, that is everything I picked up there. So let me know down in the comments, because I haven't done my usual... subscribe thing. Subscribe, leave a comment, like the video. My head is clearly not working properly because I forgot half of the shit I usually do on the videos. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I think I've got a nice little pile here to get through. He says, well, he has mountains and mountains of stuff unwatched still. And yeah, I've had a recent influx of subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing. I do appreciate it. And let me know what you want to see from me going forward. Always happy to hear from new people, and existing people. Existing people? Is that the right word? I don't know. It is now. Anyway, like I said, it's very cool to meet the dude at HMV. And yeah, if that was you and you watch this video, leave a comment down below, mate. Leave a comment. All right, I'll leave it there because I'm blabbering like an idiot now. Cheers, me babbers. I'll see you next time.